I've generally, throughout all my life, have been inauthentic. I always did shit that was popular, that other people always wanted to do, but I never did shit that I like to do. When it came to sports, I always played soccer, because that's the type of household I was raised in, Romanian. We typically just played soccer or football for Europeans, or for anybody that's not from North America, it's football. I played that growing up, even though I never really enjoyed it. I was inauthentic with myself. When I was, 16 years old, I bought a Nike Tech Fleece. I bought Air Forces. Even though I didn't really like them, I bought them because that was the kind of social norm back then. That was what was becoming popular. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try and fit in, so I'm gonna get a Tech Fleece. I don't like it. I never have. I got like peer pressured into buying it. I never liked it. I wore it once or twice. My friend told me to wear it to school. I did. I didn't actually like it. He told me, oh, yo, it's so cool. But I never really felt comfortable in it. Because it wasn't me. It wasn't my style. I didn't fit into it. I wasn't authentic with myself. Authenticism changed my life. Doing what I thought was what I was like put on earth to do made me happy. Doing what made me happy made me happy. Doing what I loved made me happy. Isn't that funny? I start doing what I like to do, the stuff that I enjoy, and suddenly I become happy. Chapter 1, giving yourself up. Look in your life. Look at every single aspect of your life. Work, school, gym, social life, style, clothes, fashion, all of that. Is it really you? Are you authentic with it? I want to talk about a show, The Big Bang Theory. I'm sure some of you might have heard it. One of the characters in it is called Leonard. He's like basically the main character, right? I remember a couple years back, I watched this one episode of it where his kind of love interest, the roommate next door, was yelling at him and all this bullshit because he liked comic books. He liked stuff. Just kind of nerdy stuff, but it was still him. He liked that stuff. It made him authentic. And then she was yelling at him saying, oh, this stuff makes you childish. This stuff is X, Y, and Z, whatever. And then what did he do? He started getting rid of that stuff. The stuff that made him happy, the stuff that made him have integrity, the stuff that made him authentic. He started giving that up because a girl told him it wasn't right. Cuck. Cuck move right there. Is that authentic? Is it being authentic if you start giving up what you think you like for a girl? A girl says, oh, I don't like this about you. Oh, I think it's childish that you like this thing. So you just start giving it up? No, that doesn't make any sense. If I like, I don't know, let's say Star Wars, and a girl says, oh, I don't like Star Wars, it's for nerds. Am I just gonna give that up? No, because I love it. If I truly like it, why would I give it up for some random ass bitch? If she doesn't accept that I like something, then she can go fuck off. Honestly. Think of a moment you've given up an authentic part of yourself just to fit in. It could have been, oh, I like doing this sport, but I chose this sport instead because my parents told me to, because that sport was more popular here. Maybe you really liked, I don't know, baseball, but you live in in Norway. I don't know. You really want to play baseball, but over there the norm is football and hockey. So you're not really going to play baseball, so it's just like, might as well play those other sports, even though it's not truly me. No. Maybe you have some sort of hobby that you really love, but you know what, it isn't that popular. So you give it up because you want to fit in more. Is that really authentic? No. You're giving up a little piece of yourself. You're giving up your humanity. Isn't that crazy? You're giving up part of your humanity. Part of the thing that makes you human is your uniqueness. Something that you like. Why would you give up something you like for something that other people like? That doesn't make sense, does it? Chapter 2, find yourself. Do you actually know what you want to do with your life? Have you ever given it some real thought? 20 years in the future, what do you want to become? What do I want to become? Is what I'm doing right now helping me achieve that? There's some things they can actually get started, some habits that can get you started on this. Number 1, meditation. Number 2, reading. And number 3, exposure. A lot of people shit on meditation. They say, oh, it's fake, oh, it doesn't work, it doesn't do XYZ. Let me tell you something. For those people that say it doesn't work, have you tried it? Have you tried rigorously sticking to meditation for at least a week, for at least a month? Have you tried? If not, then who are you to say? You're a dumbass. You're a bitch. Oh, it doesn't work for me because I tried it for 1 week. So? Other people have done it for 5 years, for a lifetime, and they say it has true health. It has true mental benefits. Who are you gonna believe? The person with experience or the person with inexperience? You have to do your own research in this stuff. If some random person tells you, oh, meditation isn't good for you, or another person tells you meditation is good for you, just try it. Just try it. That's all you have to do. Meditation helps you focus on what's right in your life. It helps you fix your shit attention span. You ever start watching a movie or a TV show or some YouTube video, and then randomly you pull out your phone, let me just scroll on Instagram like a little dickhead. Shit attention span. The thing that many people shit on, meditation, that helps you out. Once you start meditating, once you start to build that ability to be able to close your eyes and focus for at least like 5 minutes a day, you'll start to fix that shit attention span of yours. Hamza just posted something on his Instagram or YouTube. I don't know which one it was. 1 hour of meditation. Meditated for an hour straight. Isn't that crazy? Can you imagine the focus that he has? Can you imagine the type of work that he's able to do? Now let me ask you something. Do you read? Do you read? If so, what do you read? Reading doesn't only help your retention, but it also exposes you to a bunch of other possibilities that you can encounter in your life that you wouldn't have encountered otherwise. They wouldn't have been exposed to otherwise. Let's say you're reading a book about potential jobs. Here you go. You're just being exposed to a bunch of random jobs. Maybe one of them piques your interest. Maybe one day you pick up a book on marine biology and you're really fascinated by it. There you go. You can start a career in marine biology if you know that it's truly what you're meant to be doing. If you know, oh, I love marine biology, I think this is what I'm meant to be doing, do it. Now I want to talk about exposure. Exposure. What have you actually done in your life? What have you seen in your life? Have you been outside enough to see so many jobs that you can just think of one right now? Think of one that would be so great for you? Can you? Have you had that exposure in your life? Go outside right now and just take a stroll. Go through downtown and just look around. Just look at what life has to offer. Expose yourself. Oh, what's that building? I wonder what it does. Maybe I can ask someone inside. Oh, what do you guys do here? Blah, blah, blah. Go to another building. What do you guys do here? What do you guys do here? Another building, another building, another building. Eventually, you're gonna learn so much about other jobs, about so many potential career options. They'll eventually find the right one. The problem is, right now, you haven't been exposed enough. I'll tell you what you have been exposed to. Instagram, porn, social media, acting, fucking influencers. That's what you've been exposed to. You were never exposed to potential real career options. You ever think about what's right for you? Have you ever come across that thing that you think is so perfect for you? If not, then I guarantee you it's because you spend too much time on social media, too much time inside, too much time not exposing yourself. Chapter 3, Goals. Do you have goals? If you do, take a look at them right now. Evaluate them. Are they truly aligned to who you are? Truly take a hard, long look at those goals and determine which ones are true to you, true to your integrity, authentic. Erase all but 3. The 3 that matter most in your life. On your wall, you could have a bunch of random goals. Oh, I want to run 1 kilometer in 3 minutes. I want to do 100 push-ups. I want to have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I want to make $1 million. I want to have a really good social life. I want to ace school. You can have a bunch of random goals like this. Pick the 3 that matter most to you. Pick the 3 that are the most authentic to you. That's a step to becoming more happy. You have too many distractions in your life. Oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. Why? Why do you want to do all this and not all that? Just pick one thing. Focus on that. If you have so many goals, erase all but 3. Those 3 should be the focus of your life. Now pick one of those 3. Bring that up. Once you think you've brought that up enough, where it can be sort of automated, pick another one. Forget about the rest. Erase them from your mind. Bring them up slowly. Bring those 3 up slowly, 1 at a time. Not all 3 at a time, 1 at a time. If you don't have goals right now, write them down. Write down as many as you can think of right now. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do X, Y, Z. Then, like I just said, erase all of them, but 3. These goals should be anything that you've ever wanted to accomplish in your life. But the 3 that you didn't erase should be the most authentic. These should be what you truly want to do, what you truly desire. If you know that in your life, to have full integrity, that you want to be able to help the world. I want to, help kids in Africa. That's a pretty ambitious goal. That should be one of your 3. Maybe another one would be, I want to be physically fit. That's a pretty good goal. Maybe another one would be, I want to have a better fashion sense. That one, not so much. However, if you know that truly maybe you want to be a fashion model, you know that this is what you were made for on earth, there you go. You know that it's what you were made to do. That one should be one of your 3. The rest of the goals that you erased, they don't exist anymore. Forget about them. Chapter 4, Focus. Now that you have some real goals, something real to work towards, it's time to lock in. Time to start focusing on those goals. Pick one of those 3 goals and use 80%, around 80%, that's pretty vague, but let's say 80% of your energy on working on one of those 3 goals. If not, if you don't do that, if you don't focus on just one of those goals, then what happens? This is the perfect chart to explain it. The top one shows essentialism. You bring up one goal at a time. One goal, you skyrocket until it becomes sort of automated in your life. Then you can move on to the next one. All of those arrows represent different goals that you have in life and how far you are in achieving them. The bottom one, the bottom circle, is the same thing. All those arrows represent different goals. However, that red line, that red circle, represents a glass ceiling. How far you can actually achieve, how far you can actually bring along those goals in your life. The only difference is, the top one you bring up one at a time, the bottom one you bring them up at the same time. If you bring up If you work towards all these goals at the same time, you won't make any progress. Oh yeah, I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna run a 10K in an hour. Oh, and I'm also gonna be really physically fit. I'm gonna be a bodybuilder. Oh, and I'm also gonna be a millionaire. Oh my god, and I'm also gonna have 1 million subscribers. No, it doesn't work like that. If you do that, then you're only gonna be able to do 30% of your full potential. Bring them up one at a time and see how your progress skyrockets. If you come back home from work, let's say at 5 p.m., and you only have like 40% of your energy left, use 80% of that to work towards your goal. Maybe be smart, wake up early. When you have 100% energy, work on it then. And then when you go to work, everything is just sort of automated. You know what to do, when to do it. Then you won't have to waste your energy then. You won't be tired when you come back home. You won't be so tired where you can't work on your goals because you're going to be waking up early now. You're going to be fresh. You're going to have new ideas. Your brain's going to be clicking. You know what to do. If you have this goal that you're so passionate about, that you care so much about, then shouldn't you be putting in the time to achieve it? If not, then are you sure that it's the right goal for you? Are you sure that's the goal that you are meant to be working towards? Chapter 5, Integrity. When I started using most of my energy to working towards the goals that I thought really mattered in my life, I came to a really important conclusion. I was enlightened. I'm happy. Isn't that funny? I use most of my energy, and I'm happy. I know that this is the life that I'm working towards. I'm happy that I'm able to work. I'm happy that I'm able to work towards this goal of mine. I'm happy that I have this goal. I'm happy that I'm actually working, that I'm actually putting in the time to achieve this goal. Isn't that funny? And then once I do achieve that goal, as I've done in the past, I've achieved goals, I make another one. Even more ambitious. That's something to work towards. Then, once I get into that flow state of grinding, putting in the effort, locking in for my goal, I'm happy once again. A life without goals, a life without passion, without ambition, without integrity, is meaningless. You have nothing to work towards. Why wake up in the morning? Why wake up in the morning when you have nothing to work towards? That's how most people live. Most people live by waking up not having anything to work towards. That's why most people can't wake up at 5 in the morning, because they don't want to. Why would I wake up at 5 in the morning when I have nothing to work towards? I didn't set this goal for myself to become really physically fit, so why would I wake up at 5 in the morning? On the other hand, the other person set this goal. I want to be really physically fit. I want to have 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I want to be a millionaire. I'm going to wake up exactly at 5 in the morning. I have this passion burning in me. I'm going to achieve that goal, no matter what. Once you've come to this realization by yourself, you'll start to be happy. You'll start to be motivated to wake up early again. You'll be happy. And I don't usually do this, but if you like this type of content, please hit that subscribe button. It does help out the channel a lot, and I really do appreciate it. And if you do like this type of video, and hitting that subscribe button would help a lot. You would see these type of videos more often. You'd see my videos more often.